Hello and welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. We're going to talk to a company that was vital during the pandemic, and now they're proving to be a great way to take a break from work, whether you're working in the office or at home. So, joining me now to talk more about it is um, Jeffrey Pasillos. Bacillus. I said that all wrong, right? And James Jenkins of AWAT Fit. How you guys doing?
Very good, Jacqueline. How are you?
Excellent.
I'm
Thank
good.
you.
I'm good. I'm glad to have you today. Talk to me about AWAT Fit, and tell me why you started this.
Yeah, so we actually didn't found AY Fit. We are not the founders, but we are part of the ever-growing team. AY Fit was founded prior to COVID, and we became a fitness solution that's completely outdoors, always done in the open air of the great outdoors. And we have a gamut of fitness solutions and integrations ranging for 8-year-old youth athletes all the way to 80-year-old limited mobility senior citizens and everything in between. We have no set demographic, and its versatility is um, immense.
Now, obviously we kind of gave you a sneak peek when, we came on. Tell us about how and why you started AWAT Fit as a part of the pandemic. What led you to that? I know you've got this great story about what you were doing before the pandemic, and then what led you to this truck here? Not
Yeah.
just a truck, but many.
Yeah, many trucks. We have four trucks in operation right now, and we've got over 15 more that are being built and fabricated at the moment. But really, during COVID, all the gyms were closed, but there was no regulation on outdoor fitness solutions. And nonetheless, not just the regulation, but the efficacy and legitimacy of performing outdoor workouts was so safe and so beneficial. I mean, you had the air, so we were able to maintain a 6 foot or more, in many cases more than a 6 foot distance between clients if we were doing classes. So it was extremely safe while you're getting just as good, if not better, of a workout in the gym because we have a lot of resistance bands that go up to 450 pounds of resistance. On top of that, there's gravity suspension training. Then also there's a lot of plyometric movements, body weight movements, and a couple other really cool and unique utensils that we implement onto the truck. So even after post COVID, we are able to immensely grow and really keep our eye on supporting each of these communities and not just worrying about when the gyms are closed, being able to service the community. But now we're growing so fastly and becoming such a vital part of each community that we instill and deploy our trucks in. That's really exciting to see how we can help crutch the community and support them in being as healthy as possible in all their endeavors.
So, James, can you tell me a little bit more about what type of exercises can you actually do with these different trucks that you guys use to support?
Absolutely. Well, I tend to focus on functional training as well as sport specific training. We do a lot of HIIT workouts as well, which is high intensity interval training. There's so many different benefits to that. You can get a great workout in a short period of time. You increase your metabolism for many hours after the workout, whereas if you go for a jog or go for a walk, you're only burning calories during that specific time. But the type of workouts that we do, it really just boosts your immune system. And one of the biggest things, especially during this time, I think the pandemic has caused a lot of grief for a lot of people. For a long time, we were stuck indoors, and it caused a lot of stress for us all. So, the one of the main things that I think the best thing about AWAT is the fact that we're outdoors, and it just really gives you a good mental break where you can get some relief for a time period. Um, and then I also think that like the way that we run our classes, it's like it could be like a social outing. it's also like a team building experience, and it just there's so many benefits. I can go on and on. It lowers your blood pressure, blood sugar, um, and the sun rays are good for you. You know,
Yeah,
so there's just so much that we can really do with the truck. I think the possibilities are endless.
yeah.
Well,
So aside from the, I'm sorry, I cut you off, Jack.
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, what was fun about this story, first of all, was that I met you guys at a nonprofit meeting at the Fort Lauderdale Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And, you're not a nonprofit, you're a business. And I think it's important for businesses to understand that collaborating with nonprofits is a great way, to create or generate news stories. And so one of the things that when the first thing when I heard you do your introductions and I was like, a fitness truck. I was like, "Where is it?" And you know me, I'm always telling
Yeah,
you guys, get out your phones, go shoot things because it's things like this, a human interest to me. It was a human interest kind of a story because I wanted to see what the truck could do.
right.
I wanted to go out there, see it for myself, take pictures. I even have video of you, doing it, but you'll have to have them come out and do a demonstration for you. I mean, there's
Absolutely,
a gamut of things that you can do, but what I thought was neat was these nonprofits could use you guys at their events,
absolutely.
as an aspect of, they always bring, for mental health, to stress, stress reliever. For corporations, drive up at lunchtime. I'm like, I could just see the opportunities are endless.
Yeah, absolutely. So with the aspect in regard to nonprofits, one big focus that I've been having in the South Florida region is partnering with a lot of nonprofits because they have the reach into delving into the communities that really need our support. I mean, when it comes to the addiction centers, I can't tell you how many lives have, how many people have changed my life because we were assisting them in their addiction endeavors and really on their road to their sobriety, fitness became their source of their new addiction. And really, outdoor fitness was so intriguing to them because it had a gamut of benefits over just the physical attributes. I mean, it increases endocrine responses, metabolic responses, immunity responses, and really it engages that central nervous system to stimulate it so that they don't crave their previous harmful addictions. And then on the other end of the spectrum, then when we have our low income societies, they kind of tend to be a lot more cut off from a healthy alternative than other aspects of society and the community. Now we get to get right in front of them at their community centers with these nonprofits hosting events or at their parks department. I mean, their closest parks. So we could really get right in front of their face and get them incorporated in a healthy fitness alternative while being outdoors. And it helps them just get up, get out of the house, and promote the healthiest lifestyle that they can.
Absolutely. And I this is one of the things I've also been sharing, on Newsworthy Stories as people have been leaving their careers. I mean, you left being an engineer, Jeffrey. So this is an opportunity for somebody who might be enjoy fitness, you know? This franchise, might be something you might wanna consider. So I love bringing, companies on that you might not be thinking about, participating in something that you're saying, "Hey, these guys are doing it, maybe I can do it too." So, as usual, I've got their website scrolling across the bottom. I'll always put it in the chat for you as well. But give these guys a call and talk to them because you have locations not only in South Florida, but where else?
So we have locations. We have a operating location right now in Cary, North Carolina. We have multiple trucks being built for Raleigh, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Philadelphia. We have two locations operating right now in the Hamptons on Long Island. My location originally was from Port Jefferson on Long Island. Moved it down here to Delray Beach. Fort Lauderdale is in operation right now as well. Then we have 14 others along the coast of West and East South Florida. and an immense number of other trucks that are being fabricated right now for all over the Eastern Coast and a lot of continental U.S. states as well. So
All
we're
right.
growing fast, and from a franchisee investing standpoint, um, you can either become an owner operator like myself, or we have a passive model where corporate comes on board and they give you all the support that you need, and you really help grow with the family and bring and promote a healthy lifestyle, healthy outdoor lifestyle for communities to come.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today and just letting us know what AWAT Fit is all about and a great way to take a break from work. We all need it. Right?
Yes, absolutely. Thank
All
you very
right.
much for having us, Jacqueline.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So thanks for joining us for Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. We'll see you next week.